What's going on, guys? Welcome back for another video here today. Today, as you guys can see, we're going to be starting off with an oil change, or I guess just an oil fill up for the RB S13. Also, before we get started, I just want to give a huge thank you to Pennzoil for making this video possible. Also for giving me the awesome opportunity and invitation to come down to Florida in Daytona Beach for the Ferrari Club of America event. Now, I'm actually really excited for today's video because I've never really been kind of involved with the oiling and lubrication side of like the car world. I've just kind of been like, all right, yeah, it's oil, it's synthetic, you know, it's 1030, it's 1040, it's 040, sounds good, let's do it. But ever since I attended the Pennzoil event in Florida, this stuff it's actually like, this is actually a different oil. So let's just hop right into things. So this is the oil that we're going to be going with for the RB today. This is an actual 10W40 Pennzoil Platinum Euro full synthetic. Well, to first start things off, to get your car ready for the oil change, obviously you're going to want to get it jacked up in the front. I already have that done, as you guys can see. And also you're going to want to go ahead and drain your fluids. Now, if you guys are kind of new to the whole oil thing, or just working in a car in general, your oil pan is located directly underneath your engine, and the plug is usually pretty visible. So you're going to want to go ahead and remove that drain plug, drain all the old fluids out, let it drain, let it drip for a solid, 10 minutes. Go ahead and close that cap back up and move up to the top. Obviously making sure your car is in gear or the brake is on. Now the next thing we're going to go ahead and do is remove our old oil filter. Don't want to forget that step. We're going to go ahead and replace it with a new one, but make sure you take it off before you fill your car with some new oil. Now it can leave a bit of a mess when you undo it, so make sure you have some sort of a cardboard or a tray underneath, just so you don't make a mess. Bring her out nice and easy, because it is going to be full of oil. Now we can go ahead and take your new filter. In my case, for the RB guys, you can use a 300 ZX twin turbo fuel filter. So it's actually pretty easy to find. However, I was kind of debating on going ahead and find some OEM filters, because they're actually a lot cheaper, and they're OEM, so it can't go wrong. But now, this is, some people do it, some people don't. I still do it. A lot of people say there's still enough residual oil on the seal itself, but I like to just take a little poke of some fresh oil and just give the seal a nice coat. That's it. And now we can go ahead and put this guy back in. Tight, and then a quarter turn, and you're good. Trust me, they're such a pain to get off if you over tighten them. Don't do it. Shops, a lot of shops will do that to you. So be careful who you take it to. Go ahead and move your oil fill cap. Okay, set that off to the side. All right, guys, well, here comes the fun part. Now, it can be a little bit tricky. Some people use funnels. I try not to because it does take a little bit more time. But I always go ahead and hold the container sideways. I feel like it gets a lot more better airflow that way. So let's see how we do here. All right, here we go. Now, the RB takes 4 3/4 quarts. All right, look at that. So once you have your specific amount in your motor, now you guys can go ahead and look up the capacities and the weight for your oil. It's usually located somewhere either on your hood or on your radiator support somewhere. So it's pretty easy to find. I'm actually gonna go ahead and wipe this down. And just like that, your oil is changed. Now there are a couple things I actually want to talk to you guys about this oil that I found actually very interesting and totally different compared to any other oil on the market. Now if you guys see here, it says Pure Plus technology. Now what that means right there, this motor oil is actually derived from natural gas and not crude oil, and in my mind that's amazing. This stuff is actually like crystal clear before they add all the additives and final little touches. So it's actually close to water. I saw a little sample in Florida. We had a couple little meetings, and it was just amazing just to see how this is derived from natural gas and not crude oil like all the other oils out there. Now, another thing that's pretty cool with this oil, it's actually proved, like I said, all this stuff is online, guys. You can check it out yourself. It actually burns cleaner, improves fuel economy, protects horsepower, wear protection. All that stuff is in the Pure Plus technology. So if you guys are looking for a motor oil or a change for your car, definitely check it out. Very cost efficient. And it should be some amazing stuff. Great for me and the RBs in general because of its low volatility. At high heats, it's going to be just great for this motor because this motor does get warm, it does rev high, there are a lot of moving parts, it's an inline 6 turbo motor, so we definitely want to get some super nice lubrication for it. Can't go wrong with an oil that's made from natural gas and not pumped out of the ground. That alone is pretty cool to me, so definitely check them out, guys. All right, well, what do we got here? Another gorgeous day, but we have a little different schedule today. as a roll. We'll probably get to this car in a second, but I have to do some stuff for my dad first on his truck. Do a little bit of rust repair and paint it, prime it, and yeah, finish this off first. Started this yesterday. Was a whole lot of grinding to just get all the rust off. Damn American metal. Actually, more so, blame it on the salt. It's crazy how much salt they lay on these roads. Like, it just eats away at these cars, man. But we're gonna go ahead and lay some more Bondo on it, just a nice skim layer, just in the spots where I ground down, just to get rid of the pitting. Already started that obviously a little bit yesterday, and then we'll hit it with primer, sand it down, hit it with that ice cream, you know? So let's get started. Sides here, we're not gonna bother because they're actually covered with these little panels, so I'm gonna go ahead and just knock off all the loose rust, go ahead and hit it with like some rust treatment paint, and then we'll do the primer on top of that, if that makes sense. Forgot I had this guy. Whoa! There's two of them on there. So sanding is pretty much all complete. Oh geez, oh wait, losing you there. Sanding is all complete. Ready for some, well, not ready for some primer, but gotta obviously clean it. But then it will be some ready for some primer. But obviously I told you guys we're gonna hit with that rust paint type deal. And then we'll go ahead and coat the whole thing in primer, and then once it's coated in primer, we'll get a good sense of how the surface is looking. Alright, well, we got the primer down. Gonna let this dry. I'm debating on whether I'm gonna use like a Scotch Brite on it or just go ahead and top coat it, because I kind of want to get this done as soon as possible. But I don't know, I kind of want to get a nice finish as well. So I'm gonna think on that. It looks good so far. So since we're waiting for that stuff to dry, I'm gonna go ahead and get working on this RB car now. I need a one-piece drive shaft. One day. One day. I just want to drive you, man. Soon. Soon. I get so excited when I see my motor. Such a beauty. You know, and there's not even a snail there yet. Where's that son of a gun at, you know? Alright, well, I don't know if you guys remember, but when I was putting my intake manifold together, I actually was missing like one of the super long bolts. I won't be able to see it now, but I think I found it. Oh, here she be, right here. Let's see. I'm thinking this is the golden ticket. I'm thinking this is the golden jammy. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, gentlemen. And I think there's a couple. Is there like one more or something on my? There's one there on my intake manifold, and I think there's another one down there. And I found a little jackpot of all these bolts. I think I lost them all at one point, and I found them. So let's go ahead and finish that up. Okay, so that's actually a little bit too short. But the next size up is pretty huge. That actually may be it though. Let's see. I don't think so though. It's possible. Right on. Alright, so now we'll torque that down. Sweet. It's so satisfying when things are like as tight as they should be. I don't know why, but I think it is. What we got? Sounds like a Beamer? I don't know, guys. Could you guys hear that? A little beam squad back there? I don't know. You tell me. Alright, so we got some good news. The exhaust manifold, the turbo manifold technically, will be back here tomorrow afternoon, Tuesday afternoon. So that means we'll get the turbo back on, the downpipe, all that hooked back up. Essentially, we can turn the key. We're just waiting on a couple things. We're gonna do a couple little minor things right now, and I'll do a couple things off camera just because they're probably not too exciting. But we're getting to that point where we can finally get this thing fired up and get her driving and tuned and ripping again. So I'm just super pumped. I can't wait to get this thing on the road again. I'm really excited. So hope you guys are too. It's gonna be a lot of sweet content. So stick around. hooked up our lower radiator hose. However, we still need to go ahead and do a full flush on this whole system. Now, what I mean by flush, we're just going to basically just force water through the upper hose here. And that's going to basically send, you know, it's going to go through its whole little passage. And there's actually a little drain plug, which I have unbolted. If we can get you right there, underneath that bolt right there. So that one is going to drain essentially the back of the block itself. So we'll do that, and then we're also going to do it in a sense where we fill up the cooling system, let it warm up, get the thermostat open up, and we'll kind of do a warm flush that way. So we should get it looking pretty clean in the end, so should be good. Figured now would be a good time to give this a quick polish. I don't know if it's showing up on camera or not, but it looks pretty shysty. So after about, I don't know, an hour of slaving away, I don't know why it wasn't fully dry. I'm guessing, well, on the can it says 48 hours, so I guess that would make sense. It's been like 4 hours. But we got it done, so luckily we'll be able to get some paint on today. Maybe even finish it. So, let's just get to it. $7:15. Alright, it's about that time. Yeah, it's really splotchy. Yeah, you won't notice it though once it's all like layered up. I got some paint in my mouth. Well, that's gonna be it for today. The rear Hummer bar, that's actually drying up and curing up really nice right now. We're actually gonna go ahead and probably toss that on later today. It's a few days later. I took a couple days off just to kind of catch up on some stuff. And but there's gonna be a lot of stuff happen really quick here this week. Actually, we got the stuff for the S12 to get the KA in, and once the KA is in, we can wire it up, fire it up. She's on her way. You know what I mean? Then we'll have this room. Hopefully, get rid of this damn shelf back there ASAP. Come on, D. Oh yeah, and then actually, let me show you. So, I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell, but man, polished up the front cover and the center coil pack cover, and holy, it looks insane compared to, I don't know, it's kind of hard to show on camera, and to the naked eye it's pretty incredible actually. Yeah, but anyway, like I said, we have the manifold is ready to be picked up. We can get the turbo back on, and that car will actually be starting this week again. You know, again as well as the S12. That's the plan, at least. And because the weather's going to be just perfect. So make sure you guys stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. I know a lot of you guys watch but aren't subscribed, so make sure you hit that to be notified. Hit the bell icon. All my social media is down in the description below. Follow it. Stay tuned. Stay updated. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later. Oh, actually, I'll see you tomorrow.